Okay, so if you are looking to start a YouTube channel and get monetized, you are in the right place. And I want to say particularly a faceless YouTube channel. I am giving out a free full course on how I was able to monetize my faceless channel in 30 days. So this course is going to take you literally through every single step that I took and that I continue to take to bring in a check from YouTube every single month. So my name is Ashley. I am a serial entrepreneur. I'm a licensed realtor in 2 states. I own a successful hair growth company. I also sell political merchandise on Facebook. I have a clothing company with my husband. So we have our hands in a lot of different things. And one of those income streams is YouTube. And so I'm going to take you through the process that I went through and continue to go through to keep my channel monetized and to basically produce content for that channel. And so basically, this is going to be day 1 of that training. I need you to get primed because there are a lot of steps. So this training is going to be broken down into a few different videos. It's probably going to be a few hours long because I am literally going to create from beginning to end an audiobook and show you how I actually get that onto YouTube and how I was able to, I'll say, fast track my monetization. And so I'm going to give you some homework. Each video, each training, I'm going to give you some homework so that you can stay up to date, catch up, and basically follow along and get your channel up and running. So before you even get started and before I get deep into the training, I want to give you a list of the systems that I use for my monetization and for creating my audiobooks, because you need to get familiar with the technology to be successful. And so I'm going to give you a list. I want you to go and do your research, play around with these systems and get familiarized, because then when we start the training, you'll be able to pick it up quickly. So the first system that I use is YouTube. So YouTube, I listen to self-help, motivational, law of attraction videos every single day. Anything to keep my energy up, keep me in good spirits. And that's where I get the inspiration for my audiobooks. So when we go through the training, I'm going to break down how you can find your inspiration for whatever it is that you want to monetize. Because the key is to create something where someone doesn't have to watch on their phone or on their computer. Faceless channels are good because someone can just put their headphones in and cook, clean, drive to work and just listen. So that's the key. That's first and foremost. So I find my inspiration off of YouTube. Second, I use ChatGPT. And let me go back because I want to say YouTube is free. So right there, no money. Second, I use ChatGPT. Now, I use the paid version of ChatGPT. ChatGPT does have a free version. It's not as robust as the paid version. If you're light on funds, you can get away with using the free version, but I always recommend the paid version. I think for me, it's $20 a month, $22 a month, I think with tax or something like that. And that's where I basically take my inspiration, my ideas, I break everything out and work directly with ChatGPT to create my book. And after I use Chat to write the full book out, depending on how I'm feeling, most books are anywhere from 6,000 to 7,000 words up to 8 to 10. It really depends on the topic and how much time I feel like I have. So go do your research on ChatGPT. Most people probably have some familiarity with it. If you don't, make sure you go in there, get familiar with it. They have a lot of add-ons that you can use. And for now, if you don't have it, at least start with the free version and play around with it. Ask Chat a lot of questions. Let it start getting used to you and your writing style. Next, I use Grammarly. And the only reason I use Grammarly is because I am publishing audiobooks and I take those books and turn them into ebooks that I publish on a website. So I don't want to plagiarize. So I use Grammarly to check for plagiarism. And I cannot remember if Grammarly has a free version. I'm going to say most systems and application software have some type of free version. But if you're not doing like, publishing a book or something like that, then you may not need it. But because I actually publish an ebook after my audiobooks, I go to Grammarly to do a plagiarism check because I don't want to be accused of copying anyone else's words. And so that one is, I'll say, optional. Next, I go to ElevenLabs. ElevenLabs is where I do my voiceover to basically read and generate the audiobook. ElevenLabs does have a free version, and you can use ElevenLabs to do your first book. I think it's 10,000 characters. So your first book, you might not, or your first, I'll say, video may not need to be that long. On average, my books are, I'll say, probably 45 to 50,000 characters. So I'll say that's about 45 to 50 minutes for how I produce and edit my audiobooks. So go into ElevenLabs. I'm telling you to do this now because you will get caught up on which voice to use for your videos. I ran in circles. I mean, an entire weekend I spent trying to figure out what voice to use for my audiobooks. I landed on a British older man. So it's gotten better since I've started. I haven't played around with the voice. If you already are familiar with ElevenLabs, you may have a voice. So think about the voice that you want to use when you are creating your video and putting out that content. Again, play around with them because some voices are better than others. Some voices articulate more. And your audience is going to gravitate to certain ones. I have people that absolutely do not like my channel because they do not like the British voice. They don't like how the man says the word law. They say it law with an R, and people like get so worked up over it. So play around with the voices, see which voice you want to use, and then have that settled so that by the time we do get deep into it, you already know the voice that you're going to use. After ElevenLabs, I use, it's called Clipchamp. Now, I only use Clipchamp because sometimes ElevenLabs has errors and some glitches when you're producing the audio. Again, ElevenLabs has gotten so much better from when I first started, and so it's not as glitchy. If there's something that's off or my voice is not able to articulate a word or pronounce a word the way that I want it, then I can do some editing directly in Clipchamp. Clipchamp, I use the free version. All I do, go in there, click and, cut off pieces of the audio. And then from there, I use Online Converter. So I use Online Converter because that's where I merge all my audio together. You may be familiar with a system that does all of this for you. I am not that tech savvy. I do not like learning curves. I don't like to learn new systems. I'm old school. I stick with what I know. So I use like 5 different things. If you are familiar with a system that can do it all, by all means, use it. Make it easier for yourself. But I'm going to walk you through what I do. And from Online Converter, like I said, I merge the different audio clips because from ElevenLabs, I like to generate each clip based on the chapter, short form content. I have not gotten comfortable with ElevenLabs long form content to generate it all at once. But I haven't generated something in a long time, so that could have changed. And I'll find out as we walk through creating your first, video for your channel. And after Online Converter and I have my full audio, I go into Canva, and from Canva, I basically create my thumbnail to put onto my video. So for the Faceless channel, I just have one image that, is spread out across the entire 45 minutes of the video. And Canva is a good system to use for a lot of the editing and stuff like that. So I know some people, you can clean up the audio and do all that stuff in Canva. Canva is so powerful, so robust. I cannot live without it. Again, Canva is free. They have a free version. I use the paid version because I like the premium features with the paid version, but you can get away with the free version. And so I forgot to mention Online Converter is free. So I'm going to have the links for everything in the description. So go get familiar. And after basically I create my thumbnail in Canva, I merge it into an MP4 video. I think it's MP4. Again, in Online Converter, I'll have to go in. They have MP3 and MP4 where I basically put the image on top of the audio and then go in and publish it directly into YouTube. So I am going to take you through every single step. I'm going to create a full book with you during this training. So if you're not familiar, in the United States, we have a holiday coming up on Monday, October 14th. So I will start the training after that because people may be doing stuff this weekend. So that is your homework for the weekend. Go get familiarized with these systems, figure out if you're going to use the free version or the pay version, and by all means, please find your voice in ElevenLabs. Figure out what voice you're going to use to create your Faceless channel. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. Let me know if there's any particular thing you want me to touch on as we go through this. And based on the feedback and, the comments, I may do a live at the end of it and open it up to the subscribers so that they can ask any questions, leave any feedback, and then hopefully I can, give you more information and guidance so that you can get up and running and monetized as quickly as possible. So thank you. I'm excited about this. This is a little pivot for me, but everyone was so responsive to the monetization video. So I am here for it. I am ready to give you as much information as possible. And hopefully you can start making some money too, because YouTube is a multi-hundred-billion-dollar company and there's more than enough money to go around. So enjoy your weekend. I'll talk to you soon and go find a voice. Make sure you hit that like button and share this with anyone who has been thinking about starting a YouTube channel and is looking to get monetized, because I can promise you, you're not going to get any amount of free content on YouTube the way that I'm about to give it to you, full behind the scenes. All right, I'm going to stop talking. Enjoy your weekend. Have a good time. Bye-bye.